Good evening, everybody. Well, let me try to get this video done again. I tried it once, and then Mr. Furley just kept insisting on giving me sugars, and so I had to put him down, but he's back up here again. Hopefully now he's done got all his sugars out, and he'll let me talk. But I was wanting to talk about the woman who was killed on the Six Flags roller coaster. I don't know how many of you have heard about that. It's been all in the news. Six Flags, I think, is in Texas. It's a Texas giant roller coaster. It's 14 stories high is how high that roller coaster is. And I believe it's the one that turns upside down and all that. It seats like 26 people. The woman who died was Rosa Ayala, Rosa Ayala Goana or whatever. Her name was Rosie Esparza. I just can't pronounce that. It's Esparza. She had gone to Six Flags with her son and apparently a lot of family members because her son-in-law was also there. So I'm assuming her daughter was there too. Her son had said that she had expressed concern before it took off, saying that she didn't feel like her safety bar was in place good. And said that the worker that was there shrugged it off like it was fine and let it go. Well, as it turns out, when they got on the top and I guess about ready to turn over or whatever, it came undone and she fell out, falling 14 stories to her death. In the paper right here, it's got her picture. She's a rather large woman. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but he should have double-checked and made sure that her bar latched good. Because, you know, on certain rides, if you have to be a certain height before you can ride that ride, then, you know, you got to be a certain weight before you can ride certain things. Then you have to be in between a range of weights. She might have been too large, and maybe it just didn't buckle good enough, and it came undone, and she fell out. I think if they spend millions and millions of dollars on these amusement rides, they need to have it to where if one ride has something wrong with it, like, you know, like maybe that wasn't latched good, that the whole ride just won't run, and then you have to go and look at individual rides. And, you know, maybe if something goes wrong with one of them that the whole thing won't run, but then just take that one seat out of service, you know, and then the ride will run. But all things need to be securely fastened before the ride is to ride. I think that was her first time on a roller coaster, and that would just be just terrifying. Just absolutely terrifying. I myself have never ridden a roller coaster. I rode a kiddie roller coaster one time when I was a teenager, the one for the little kids, and that scared me bad enough. So I know I'm not getting on no big roller coaster. But as I said, her son had said that she had expressed concern that her safety bar was not latched. However, her son-in-law tells a different story, saying that he didn't hear her say anything like that. So maybe she did. You know, and that's just devastating. Or maybe she didn't, and the son is just saying that. You know, or maybe she did, and the son-in-law just didn't hear. We don't know. We weren't there. Not passing judgment. Either way it goes, the son is going to get a lot of money out of this. I mean, that's just a horrible way. And then you watch her mom plummet to her death after she was scared in the first place. So this roller coaster is the tallest roller coaster in the world. It's the tallest in the world. And they have the people from, let's see, where are they from? The project managers for the amusement rides are from Munsterhausen, Germany, and they are on their way to investigate and see what happened. So they're heading up the investigation. So we'll see whether it was that it might have broke. It might not have been securely fastened. That's my guess. I'm guessing it probably wasn't securely fastened. I just, and like I said, maybe her size had something to do with that. That's sad, either way it goes. But from what I understand, she was in the seat alone. Not sure how those roller coaster rides work. Not sure if that one in particular holds 2 people in a seat or just, one person per seat individually. I don't know about that. But it said it does hold, I think, 26 people at a time. So they may all be in little individual cars. It's got a lot of pictures of them up here. And for those of you who love to ride the roller coaster, that would be thrilling. I would just stick to the simulators because I have rode a roller coaster simulator before. And that was so much fun. It really was fun. But I guess the reason it was so fun was because I knew I was still firmly planted on the ground and I was not up there in the air. So, simulator is good enough for me. Anyway. So, how many of you have ever been to Six Flags? And have you ever rode any of the, have you ever rode this roller coaster? It said it first opened in 1990 as an all-wooden coaster and underwent a $10 million renovation to install steel hybrid rails and reopened in 2011. So, I guess, okay, if it first opened in 1990 and then underwent the renovation and opened in 2011, I wonder how long it was closed for. It says right here it can carry up to 24 people. You would think it would just be one person in a seat because the rails are skinny. And I believe it goes upside down and all that. And, like I said, have you ever ridden one? And if you have not ridden it, do you think that a story like this will deter you from riding it? Would it make a difference if you went somewhere where they had a roller coaster? Would you think about this and decide, no, I'm not going to ride it? Or do you think you would say, well, it's probably just an error and I'd ride it anyway? So what do you think? Me, I'll stick to the simulator. Bye-bye.